Hello there, welcome. Today we'll be looking at the method of completing the square, where we'll be converting equations in standard form to equations in center radius form so that we could find out what the center and the radius is for a given circle. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is rearrange our equation so that our x terms are together and our y terms are together, and we want to bring our constant over to the other side of the equation. And notice it's a negative over here. So once we bring it over, it will become a positive. So the sign changes to the inverse. Alright, so let me go ahead and rewrite x squared minus 2x. I'm going to put a box right here, and I want you to do this with me because we are doing the method of completing the square. So let's just throw some literal squares in there. Well, quadrilaterals. Alright, and then we're going to add that positive y. And notice I'm keeping the sign of these terms. So if it was negative, it's still negative. It's positive, it's still positive. And I'm going to add a box, a quadrilateral here as well. Alright, and that is equal to 23. Alright, now positive. Okay, so since we added in these two boxes, squares, quadrilaterals, on the left hand side of the equation, we're going to go ahead and do that to the right hand side as well, just by law of keeping your equation balanced. Alright, so now what we're going to do is going to look weird. But the more you see it, the more you try it out, the more you practice, the more it will make sense to you with this method of completing the square, because it's not always the easiest topic to understand in math. Okay, so this is what we do. So we have our x squared term, then we have our x term with a coefficient. What we need is that coefficient of just the x term. So right here it's -2. What we're going to do is take that -2 and divide it by 2. Yes, we always divide by 2. And then we're going to square that. This simplifies to -1 squared. Alright, what is -1 squared? It's really -1 multiplied by itself, which will be a +1. Alright, now since I added this +1 on the left hand side of the equation, I'm going to add it on the right hand side, just to keep that balance that I just mentioned. It's a law of math. We have to keep our equations balanced. Now I'm going to do the same thing to my y term. Use a different color. So just like before, we don't want the y squared term coefficient. We want the coefficient of just the y term. And that coefficient right here is 2. So I'm dividing by 2. Again, we always divide by 2 and we always square. Alright, this simplifies to 1 squared. What does 1 squared mean? We're multiplying 1 by itself. Alright, which is a +1. Since I added in this +1 on the left hand side, I'm going to do that to the right hand side as well. Alright, now this is where it starts to get fun. It starts to make sense as to how we're going to get this in center radius form. And just to note that center radius form is x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equal to r squared, radius squared. Alright, so right here is just a draft of completing the square. It's just that step that we need. So we could kind of ignore it right now. That's why I put it in a box, because we're just gonna move around it. So putting it together. To complete the square, putting it together, this is what we do. Okay, so just to recap, this was a square term. All right, this positive 1 in here is there because we squared -1, right? Y squared, that's a square term, and this positive 1 is in the parentheses because we squared a positive 1. So how will this come together? All right, so x squared, that's a square term, the -1, that's a square term, so x minus 1 is all squared. And also, guys, this is the purpose of writing the number outside of the square, the box, the quadrilateral, so that you could easily identify what needs to go into your parentheses. All right, we're going to do the same thing with our y. The y was a square term. The positive 1 was a square term, so it's y plus 1 all squared. All right, equal to 23 plus 1 plus 1 is 25. All right, just to recap so we don't leave no man behind. This x came from the square term x up there. We took this -1 that's on the outside of our box or square. We did the same thing for our y's. And there's a positive 1 on the outside, so we did a +1 here. All right, they're all square terms, so we just put it together and put a square on the outside of the parentheses. Now, the last thing we need to do is convert our 25 to a square term. And you can look at this as keeping the balance of the equation. We do have an x minus 1 squared on the left and a y plus 1 squared on the left. So on the right, we want to create a square term as well. So just to rewrite, this would be x minus 1 squared plus y plus 1 squared equal to, what do I multiply by itself to get 25? 5. All right, so that's 5 squared. So now this is all that we need so that we can now identify what our center is and what our radius is. So the center is an ordered pair, so we do need an x and a y term, and that is why we have our parentheses, one with x and one with y. Now if we should go back to the center radius form over here, notice it's x minus a number and y minus a number. So if it's x minus a number, we know we could just pull that as a positive 1. Alright, so that means the x term in my center will be a positive 1. Now for the y, notice that it's a plus right here, but over here it's a minus. That's because this plus is really as a result of a double negative. So really, right here is really y minus -7. So -7 would be the k, which is the y value in our center. All right. If that went over your head, re-watch what I just said. All right. Now the last thing we need is our radius, and that is our 5. All right. Because remember, we do r squared. So if we wanted to know our radius, it would be the value of the r. All right. And this is why we had to convert 25 to 5 squared, so we could easily identify what our r is. All right. And in this circle, it has a radius length of 5. All right. So just to recap, today we went over converting our equations from standard form to center radius form so that we could easily identify the center and the radius of a circle. Bye for now. See you next time.